And good afternoon and welcome inside a very windy and blustering Wally Sigmar Field here in Skagit County. It's a playoff fixture between Centralia and Skagit Valley College. First game of the postseason. The winner will move on to play Spokane in the Elite Eight. We're going to step away for the starting lineups here at Sigmar. We'll rejoin you for the opening kickoff here on the NWAC Sports Network.
And now your Skagit Valley Cardinals. The assistant coaches are Amber Eliano, Bailey Kelly, Juan Fajardo, George Kissas, and your head coach, Tony Savoy. Starting in goal, number 0, Jay Rocca. Number 2, a forward, Hazel Maxwell. Number 3, a defender, Paige Mason. Number 4, a defender, Jaden Lumpkin. Number 5, a forward, Riley Lumpkin. Number 7, a defender, Sophie Pioli. Number 10, a defender, Avery Lagerstrom. Number 13, a defender, Tegan Diacares. Number 14, a defender, Janelle Fuentes. Number 16, Shire Kai Montgomery. And number
And welcome back inside Wally Sigmar Field, the site for today's postseason opener for both teams, as Centralia has made the long trip up to Skagit County to take on the Cardinals in a West versus North region NWAC showdown. I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in here on the NWAC Sports Network. Pleased to bring you all the action. We're just minutes away from kickoff. Let's take a look at some of the storylines here for Skagit. They're coming in 8-4-2 overall, 7-3-2 in conference, and a 4-2-1 home record. Centralia 6-4-5 overall, 5-4-5 in conference, and 2-2-3 on the road. Not a bad road record for Centralia. Australia, of course, the Blazers finishing third in the NWAC West. And Skagit trying to make another push as they finish second in the NWAC North, just behind Peninsula. They dropped their home match to Peninsula, is right here on the NORPAC Sports Network. You can go back and watch it on demand. And also, while you're at it, check out our website, norpacsn.com, for all your highlights, news, analysis, and some videos as well. We cover soccer, some hockey, and sports across the region. Right now, we're thrilled to bring you some soccer. Skagit this past week getting some national recognition, coming in number 10 ranked team in the country in the United Soccer's Coaches Poll. So some national recognition for the FC Cardinals, as we are just minutes away when begins to continue, and we are underway from Wally Sigmar. That's going to be Centralia dressed in the all-black kits, blue numbering going from left to right, as they'll clear their first possession over the byline. Skagit Valley Cardinals coming out in their white tops with black shorts and white socks. Early stages of the match here. Let's take a look at your officiating crew. It's going to be led by Colin Nisco and assisted by Christine Suter and Hillary Olson. Suter, of course, being your AR1 to that far side. Suter, a well-known official in the area, working several levels, including the NCAA Division II level, primarily at games at Western Washington. She was on a postseason match yesterday at the 2B level, so now finds herself at the NWAC level. So a very experienced official here for the match today. Wind blowing straight at our broadcast location as the rain begins to fall here at Sigmar. See how it impacts play. Of course, the wind impacting some of the aerial flight and just the overall ball movement. We'll see how much of an impact we'll have all match. At least it's blowing from side to side, as Tony Savoy, the head coach for Skagit, was telling us in our pregame discussion that he can deal with the wind better if it goes touchline to touchline. It's the goal line to goal line that seems to cause some of the issues, as you defend all half with it at your face or back and then have to switch looks there. Slick turf coming into play. Centralia is going to try and move it. Try to get it to the edge of the box, still tracked on, and Relkoff is going to receive. Jade Relkoff getting the start in at a sophomore out of Monroe. At our college ball with the Bearcats. And they're going to go back to Harley Bianchini, freshman from Redlands, California, getting the start today for Centralia, as it's pushed down the wing. Good turn by Skagit. Jade Lumpkin quite couldn't get the touch she wanted on it. And it's played out for a throw. Ball knocked around the line. We have an early corner here. It's going to come at the 3rd minute. So far on the season, Centralia winning 50 corner kicks overall, 46 in conference, 13th most in that category in conference play. Early foul's going to be conceded by Centralia, and their possession in the attacking third is going to stop there. Relkoff is going to put a boot into it, sends it up near the half line. Ball sent down the tape, jousted heavily though. Centralia is going to step to it. Good job playing the second ball by the Blazers. Alsop's going to send it out, a throw in for Skagit. They'll get it quickly to Maxwell and quickly intercepted and cleared out. Say it's going to be Centralia ball, last off a Skagit Cardinal. Throwing for the Blazers as they're content to trying to play it from the back here. Good pressure, high pressure applied by Skagit. And the Cardinals are going to get to the second touch. Ball held up along the tape. And that's intercepted. Good opportunity mounting. We'll see what they can turn into. A hard foul applied. And they're going to go back to the keeper. Score still 0-0 as there's an early challenge for Bianchini. It would seem the first goal might prove to be the winning goal, as so often we've seen in non-favorable weather matches. The pregame, though, featured way stronger winds and rain and has kind of tapered off. We'll see how it affects play. Wind continuing to gust. Here's Centralia on the ball. McAllen. They're going to swing it wide across the 18. Tangle of bodies to that far side. And finally cleared up by the Cardinals. Riley Lumpkin trying to keep pace. It's going to be played out for a Skagit throw. They'll take the field position. Push forward. Wind again continuing to gust. It's come in spurts here this afternoon for a match that started at the 3 o'clock hour. Both teams eagerly awaiting this postseason match. And both had different routes in getting here, as Skagit Valley that finished second in the NWAC North, just behind Peninsula. And Centralia finished the middle of the pack in their conference. Out of the NWAC West, they finished with a 6-4-5 record and a 5-4-5 conference record. There's a corner from the far flag. No team really having that many threatening opportunities as the corners played quickly and short. Ball still loose in the 18. It's going to carry out. We'll have a redo on that corner. Corner kick's going to come in from the far side. Ball sent into the box, kicked out. Centralia trying to race to it. Could be a countering opportunity for Skagit. Ball just kind of died on this wet turf. Can the Cardinals break out? Skagit coming into the game 2-0-1 over their last 3 matches. Last game was a 3-1 victory over Everett back on the 28th, and that was followed up by a tie, a 1-all tie to Whatcom. And prior to that, Bellevue College saw the Cardinals pick up a 2-0 victory. Skagit trying to move it down the wing. It's Centralia, though, that's going to get there. Good job from the backs, and the shove is going to draw the whistle from Colin Nisko, your referee in charge. Experienced crew here at Sigmar. And with the postseason, they're also using a fourth official. So that's Tim Epps to that far side, right in front of the scorer's bench. Adding some extra eyes and ears and also controlling some of the substitutions. As it's played out, Skagit throw here as we approach the 10th minute. And a foul's going to be taken there. The ball is quickly taken. And Trinity Edwards is going to get a talking to from the official. It's going to be taken on the whistle. It's Paige Mason on it for Skagit. And they'll switch to Centro. Left-footed ball, put it in the 18, had a trailer there. And Bianchini's going to get to it. Sargusa de Cares in hot pursuit. Now it's Centralia on the attack. Nicely defended by the Cardinals. Try and get a transition opportunity. Ball played back to this defending core for Centralia. Rain continuing to fall here, right up to the Cascade foothills. It's a very pretty campus and pitch this time of year. You can see some of the fall colors in the background up towards the mountain. And the very top of those foothills got some snow over the past week. We'll have to see a lot more. So it's played out for a throw. Substitution on our first of the match. It's going to be a sub in for the Blazers. And it looks like taking the place on the field is Isabella Rushing, the sophomore out of Eagle River, Alaska, into the match. Ball knocked around midfield. It's Centralia going to try and cut it into the attacking half. Nicely stepped to by that back line. Skagit now on the move. Ball sent just too quickly. With the wet turf, you either get slower bogged down balls or you get a ball just like that, a marble across concrete. They're going to get it out to Rushing and misplayed it for a goal kick. None such threat today for both teams. They've had possessions inside the attacking third. Let's see what team is going to break through so far in the scoreless draw. For Centralia, their last match featured a tie that was on the 29th against Pierce. A 1-1 tie. They had a loss in their match before that against Tacoma, a 7-2 rout. And it was a 2-0 win in their third previous game back on the 22nd against South Puget Sound. Ball played out for the throw. Centralia starting to step their pressure up. They would love to try and pin the Cardinals. Ball fanned out towards Central. Skagit trying to play that second and third touch. It carries out Centralia throw. They'll try and heave it into the box, nicely cut off. Centralia trying to move. They're going to send a front post. Kind of died up in that wind blowing right across the pitch, left to right. Here and currently in the face of our broadcast position. So if you hear some extra wind noise, our apologies. Kind of had to battle the elements all afternoon, as both teams have had to do. Welcome to late season soccer in the Northwest. Here's a good move inside to Maxwell. We'll try and cross it shallowly. And it carries back over the 18, the follow-up. And it's Centralia now trying to generate a counter. Nicely played down at the half line. Cardinals trying to get it back over midfield. And it's out for a Cardinal throw. Cardinals trying to turn. Strong challenge there at the mid-pitch. It's going to carry out towards that touch line. Both teams trying to play that second and third ball opportunity. Centralia now trying to get a good look as they go down the far side. Good step by the defense. Instead, it's going to be Edwards on it. Rushing, trying to create. Wanted to try and get the give and go. Instead, the Cardinals. Can they counter this dispossession into a good chance on goal? Long ball sent down, aided by the wind. So it's Alsop to play it back. And they'll go back to that far end. It's going to be a one by the Cardinals as they tried to send it down. Numbers unable to get up. Here's Centralia now. Nicely headed away. Good work to settle that bouncing ball. And it's the backs now looking to operate. And the foul's going to be called against Skagit. The guilty party that time was Riley Lumpkin. Just a bit too aggressive for the referee's liking. And that's going to carry out unthreatening for a goal kick. Substitution on. It's going to be a trio of new players on for the Centralia Blazers. Score still knotted at 0-0. And a foul is going to be given there. Out comes the card, and Trinity Edwards is going to go in the officials' book. Already got a talking to and a verbal warning. That time will go officially in the referee's book. Mason on the ball. He's going to try and send a long one towards the 18. Wynn curled it back out. And last touch by Centralia. It's going to be a throw for Skagit. Can they try and seize some of this momentum? Unfortunate touch is going to result in a goal kick. Blazers are going to play it out of the back. They're going to go back to this near touch line. Edwards on the ball. Skagit with a good-looking possession. Played back through the 18 and out. Oh, kept in right along the byline. And it's going to be a throw for the Blazers. Substitutions on again for Centralia. Ball sent down that far line, held up again in the wind. Stepping to it is Saragosa de Caris. Going to try and gain the edge inside. Service played in. Good defending by Centralia. And it's Skagit on the second opportunity. Lumpkin giving the inside edge. Plays it up. Ball still loose. Headed and just wide. Bianchini tried to scramble to it, and the ball just played inches away. And it trickles out near that left side of the post. And we're still tied at 0-0. Skagit wants to attack again. We're going to do so now with Jaden Lumpkin. As here's Maxwell. Cross played over along the ground. And they'll go back to the midfield. Ball might have been aided a bit by the wind, and it goes on the wrong side of the touch line. Centralia given space to operate. Blazers trying to move it back into their attacking third. Here's Alsip. Now a shot put on and just knocked wide. Relkov with a great save here at the 24th. Both teams with quality opportunities, as there was a shot that just went wide of the near post. On the last Skagit attack, this time Centralia has their shot at goal punched over the crossbar. Ball sent into the 6, headed away. Player shaken up there for Skagit. Ball still loose inside the area. And a foul is going to be called. It looked like advantage might have been played, and said they'll pull it back. Free kick, restart, taken by Mason. It's a pretty good distance on the kick. Played down in the attacking half. And Skagit's won another throw. Wanted to try and find Maxwell, who was cutting in. Maxwell is going to collect, sends a runner wide. That's Fuentes. Fuentes given some space to operate, puts a left footer in, chipped up. Skagit still possessing, and the rebound shot attempt bounces out of danger. Shyla Kai Montgomery getting the opportunity and looking at another substitution on here for Centralia. As coming back into the match is Isabel Rushing for her second appearance here in the first half. Bianchini is going to send it up towards the mid-pitch. Carr is a bit shaken up, clutching her lower back there. Hard challenge applied. We're going to have a throw. Centralia back over the line. Sliding challenge. It's going to stay Blazer ball. Another substitution on here. It's going to be another sub for the Centralia Blazers. Wind starting to again crank up and make a gusty appearance. I'm trying to go back down the line. Centralia now keeping it in. Almost gave it away, and they'll do so on the second ball. Dungan trying to work it free and will do so. Here comes Skagit down the far wing. And it's played out. A corner coming up for the Cardinals. Riley Lumpkin there to take it for Skagit Valley. Good corner sent in, heads raising up, and it gets through. Skagit still keeping in their attacking half. Thought about it playing long, and an offsides flag will raise. And that's going to be a stop to that sequence. Movement up near the fourth official, a sub appearing to prepare to come on for Skagit Valley, as it's going to be Bianchini that's going to take the free kick off the offsides restart. Played up near the half line. Centralia now looking to turn. We're approaching 15 minutes to play as Relkov is going to scoot and secure. Centralia trying to keep it in their attacking end. Instead, it's the Cardinals dispossessing. Counterattack being mounted, briefly cut off, and Centralia is going to step to it and make sure the threat's going to end there. They do play it out. I'm going to say last touch by the Cardinals, a throw upcoming for Centralia College. A pair of substitutions on for both sides. Try and catch the Skagit sub. Looks like it's going to be Avery Marshall, the Everett freshman, into the match. Here's Lumpkin. Wants to try and push, instead intercepted. Ball's going to change possession several times on that end. We have a throw-in upcoming. Taken too quickly for the referee's liking. They'll pull it back. Trying to get it lined up here. Score still 0-0 in the 31st minute. Winner of this one makes the Elite Eight, where they will play Spokane. Rain starting to drive a bit harder now, as Centralia looks for a drive in net. And a physical foul conceded by Skagit. It's a threatening set-piece opportunity right on the 18. It's going to be on the whistle as Skagit tries to get their wall set. Few players in the wall for the Cardinals. Centralia now with a big opportunity this time from the set piece. Ball thrown in. Relkov stones it cold. The follow-up shot. Rebound trickles and finally cleared. Skagit able to make a defensive stand to keep it at 0-0. Relkov having to come up several times in some big moments here for the sophomore keeper out of Monroe. Ball's intercepted, played back into the technical area. So throw in for the Blazers. Ball sent out. Relkov is going to secure, and a Skagit player went to ground. As that was Mason that ended up on the turf. Thought for sure a foul would be called, but it was play on, said the official. So you approach 10 minutes remaining in the match here in the 33rd. They're going to try and attack with the far wing. And a foul is going to be called against the Cardinals again. Another set piece for Centralia, this time taking a few paces outside the Skagit technical area. Ball kicked in, trying to have it back post, and it skips out. as Lynn Olafson was chasing along that backside. Ball kind of kicked quickly off the wet turf, and it's a goal kick after that. So a matter of when and how we'll see the match's first goal. The scoreless streak approaches 35 minutes. Cardinals looking to move it. Back over to the far side. Sent into the area, pressure mounting, and it's cleared calmly by Centralia. The threat still mounting, though, for Skagit. Player kind of lost it at the feet. Instead, Centralia putting together a nice counter. They'll operate down the far wing. Finally, a nice tackle to put a stop. Now, can Skagit go the other way with it? And Lumpkin is going to win a throw there. Dispossessed briefly, but sent it back out. And they'll move it back on the throw. Player goes to ground for Skagit right in front of the bench. A bit shaken up, and we're going to have another discussion from the referee. We've already seen a yellow card in the match. It's shown to Trinity Edwards here about midway through. One's just going to draw a bit of a discussion from the referee calling this go. And we're ready for play. Looks like it was Dungan, the injured player. This one's going to fly into the area. Skagit trying to get a quality chance. It's going to be headed away, and Centralia is going to punch it back up towards midfield. Numbers trying to get forward for Centralia. Kind of delayed their attack. And the delay costly. A foul is going to be given here. It's going to go against Centralia. As referee said, the free hand got a bit loose for the free hand ward. Back out towards the box. And a corner upcoming. See what can Skagit do from this set piece along the far end. Looks like it's Lumpkin to take it, flies it in near the 6. Players there, ball still loose. Bounces around in a corner. They'll switch sides of the pitch. And it's going to go to the near side. Will this attempt cross the goal line? Skagit switching their set-piece formation. Sent towards goal. Again, still loose. Long ball played wide. And the offsides flag. The offsides call is going to put a stop to that attacking series for Skagit. Back out over a half line. And Centralia is going to try and build from it. Back out towards mid-pitch. Cardinals trying to roll it free. Lumpkin on it. And a foul is going to be called as Lumpkin went to ground. So a set piece for the Skagit Valley College Cardinals as we approach the 40th minute. The long ball specialist, Paige Mason, on it. Sophomore out of Port Angeles. Ball swung in. Had a chance back post, and it trickles out of danger. Another substitution on for the Blazers. So we're under 5 to play here. Of course, with some of that time kept on the officials' watch. Seen a couple brief injury stoppages as well as a yellow card and some verbal warnings. We'll have to see how much time we'll have as we head towards the intermission break. Play on, says the official. And Relkov is just going to bump it up to her mitts and play it out the wing. Centralia trying to move. Wind again picking up here. The corner upcoming for the Centralia Blazers. Ball sent in, bouncing around off Relkov, stays alive. And it's going to be a penalty kick awarded to Centralia. Player one possession inside the 18 and was met with hard contact, and it's a penalty kick opportunity for the Blazers. They've had just one all season. They did convert on it as they look to go 2 for 2 from the spot. McAllen is going to put it in, and it's Centralia up 1-0 off the PK. They go 2 for 2 from the penalty dot this season to take a 1-0 lead in the 42nd. Bench celebrating for Centralia as Skagit will have to work to try and get that one back. So it was a shot from the penalty dot that broke the scoreless draw. Skagit would love to try and equalize yet again. Ball up near midfield. Skagit working against the clock here as we approach the 44th minute. Ball kept around the area. Wind and rain again beginning to pound Wally Sigmar. See a waterfall off the tent in front of us. Here's Rushing. Sends it down the near wing. And a handball is going to be called by the official as it got around Krista Hook's forearm. It's a free kick restart for Skagit here in the waning minutes of the half. Ball sent back down. Skagit's trying to race to it. They'd love to generate another opportunity, and it's played out. They'll have a chance to do just that. Ball sent out right in front of the bench area to throw for the Cardinals. Pushed out towards the box, rolled inside. Centralia is going to work it loose. Ball back towards the keeper. Bianchini is going to try and fly it wide as clock stop at 45 minutes here. So we'll see how much time is in fact added. Ref has a peek at his watch. So throwing in a decent position for Skagit. Avery Marshall tried to punch it in, and it flies back out. Another Skagit throw upcoming. Wind and rain not letting up here as we approach the halftime break. And that's going to be the final play of the first half. It's 1-0 Centralia thanks to a penalty kick. As we head to the halftime break, we'll be back with more NWAC soccer action here on the NORPAC Sports Network. And welcome back to NWAC College Soccer on the NORPAC Sports Network as we start the second half of action from Wally Sigmar. It's 1-0 thus far. Centralia in the lead thanks to a penalty kick, their second of the season, which they are able to convert near the halftime break to bring us currently to the score line. Bianchini is going to send this one long. Ball sent back down the wing. Centralia is going to step to it. Again, wind increasing here. The rain tapering off. Shot put it on. Relkoff is going to play it on the short hop. And we're going to stay at 1-0. Blazers trying to attack yet again. Instead, good containment by the Skagit defense. Thrown out towards the line. They're going to say the ball had crossed the touchline. It's going to be a Blazer throw. See a rare glimpse of the sun. We've seen it all here weather-wise from Wally Sigmar, barring snow and lightning. You know, this time of year in the North Cascades, if you don't like the weather, wait a few minutes. Here's Edwards working on the outside of the 18. Tried to split two defenders. It's played out. It will stay Centralia ball. Foul is going to be called against Centralia. There's a bit of kit pulling going on. Mason's going to knock this forward. Ball sent in. They tried to get it back to the 18. Still loose. They'll kick it out wide. Takes an unfortunate hop and clears the line. Throw up coming. Throw for the Cardinals down this near sideline. Working on it is Lumpkin. They go back down the line. And it's cleared out. Ball found its way right under our table here. Try and switch it back to the far end. Skagit possessing along the far wing. It's the Blazers, though, try and take it away, and a foul will be called to secure that chance. Wind cranking up again. Pushed back up. The boot forward. They're going to try and go wide with it. Back to Lumpkin. An unfortunate knock, just carries back out over the line for a Blazer throw. Sent towards the 18, cut off. Skagit will switch. Cardinals now trying to go back down that far end. Challenge played out of bounds. It's going to be a throw here as it went out over the line. Ball played in, player there, bounces, and Bianchini is able to secure. Almost gave up a rebound right inside the 6. Centralia now on the counter. Lumpkin trying to get to it. Working against pressure, drives to the byline. Nice move to create space back inside. While still loose inside the area and carries out for a Centralia throw. Substitutions on here for the Blazers. Lumpkin trying to work against double coverage, and it's skied out. Throwing upcoming for Skagit Valley. Lumpkin trying to direct some traffic. Will go to the byline. And it carries out for a goal kick. Another sub on for Centralia here. It's a team that's made frequent changes, part of their tactic. Centralia finishing 6-4-5 overall, 5-4-5 in conference, 2-2-3 on the road, and so far they're leading in this contest. It's a team that finished third in the NWAC West region. Skagit finished second, just behind Peninsula in the north. They find themselves trailing here at home. Hasn't been an easy task for teams to beat Skagit here at home. They're just 4-2-1, only losing just twice here at Sigmar in the 25 campaign. Winner will move on to play Spokane in the Elite Eight. And they're going to turn. Wind now seeming to come back in. It almost felt like it switched directions. Instead, it's just a swirling gust And played out, goal kick upcoming. Another substitution on for Centralia. You're just 10 minutes into the second half. Skagit having to work uphill as they trail 1-0 thanks to a penalty kick conversion towards the end of the first frame. Centralia had only had one opportunity from the PK spot during the regular season, and they go 2 for 2 here, and that's the match's only goal thus far. Ball sent up near the line. Chipped around, and it's played out, throw-in upcoming for Centralia. It's now Skagit on the move. Cardinals looking to work this into the attacking third. They love a trip inside the box. Instead, they'll get a corner out of it. Corner kick upcoming here for the Cardinals along that far side. Ball sent up, still loose. Had a chance off a few players, and it's cleared out by the Blazers. Centralia trying to turn, gave the ball up, and a handball's going to be called. Free kick upcoming for Skagit. On the set piece for the Cardinals, it's going to be Ava Dungan from Burlington Edison right here, freshman that played with the Tigers last season. Sent in, could be trouble, but Bianchini plays the ball, kind of had some late movement into the zone. So good save on a breaking ball into the wind. Skagit picking up their tempo as they chase the lead. Time the ball aided by the wind, it carries over for another goal kick. Ball played back down. Into the box to win, and a nice back check applied by Chaden Lumpkin, clearing the line. Lumpkin, a sophomore defender out of Montana, out of Zootown in Missoula, went to Hellgate High School, the home of the Knights. One of several high schools rather in Missoula. Of course, you have Hellgate, Sentinel, Big Sky, and Loyola, the Catholic school in Missoula. Hellgate had a pretty strong and long basketball tradition, still competitive in that. In each school, it's been interesting to see back there, each school having their specialized sports. Sentinel, of course, nearby. Quite the football powerhouse, perennially at the 2A level in Montana. Blazers trying to create. Still kept alive into the 18. A player down for Centralia. Play continues. And it's a throw-in upcoming. Throwing for the Blazers, bodied away. It goes off Lumpkin and out. Took that up along the head. Seems to be okay. In the cold wind and rain, that never feels good, especially when your skin is a bit cooler due to the wind and rain that we've had and the low temperatures that come with an early November match. Ball kicked back down. And it's controlled at midfield before being given away. Substitution for the Cardinals on here. It's Isabella Metz coming in from Cedar Woolley to Burlington Edison, another freshman from Skagit County on the side for Skagit. As Centralia looks to counter. And they'll try and attack back down Centro. Good tackle by Mason to take it away. Back up towards the line. And it's thrown out. Another sub on for Skagit Valley. It's Hazel Maxwell coming back in. Sophomore forward out of Meadowdale, up near Edmonds in Snohomish County. Ball kept alive, kicked back over. Skagit trying to go with Metz down the near seam. Metz looking to create. Trying to pivot on the ball and plays it in, just carries over the line. Goal kick up near the half line. Poked back away. Wind again picking up. Both teams try and gain the upper hand possession-wise. At midfield, looks like it's Centralia that had it briefly. They'll throw it off the defender and out for another Blazer throw. Good dispossession by the Cardinals. Blazers, though, keeping. They'll try and go to Soja. And it's cleared out. Throw up coming. Another substitution on for the Centralia College Blazers. Be a pair of subs entering the match here in the 65th. And we're ready for play. Play on, says the official. Skagit wanted the handball. So Cardinals will clear it out along the wing. Run taken by Centralia. They try and get it back into the attacking third. And it's thrown wide. Another substitution here, this time taken by Skagit. Cardinals are going to bring a new player onto the field, or a returner rather, Shyla Kai Montgomery back in. Had some pitch time in the first half, and we'll check back in here in the 66th. We'll send out Centralia throw. They want to try and move it quickly, and they'll do just that. They're going to swing it down the near line. Olafson controls. Goes back to Centro. Pressure coming from Skagit. Centralia able to dribble out. High pressure almost paid off for the Cardinals. An advantage being played here by the referee. Strong challenge being played in. They'll go wide. And it's Skagit Valley putting another stop to another Centralia attack. The Cardinals would like to try and get a quality possession, and they'll have to wait. Ball sent back up towards the half line. Centralia is going to try and generate a counter down the far wing. Players racing forward. And it's out for a goal kick. Substitute again for the Centralia College Blazers. So coming in the 68th. The fourth official in the game, Tim Epp, staying busy with all the substitutions coming in, especially by Centralia. It's definitely a part of their tactic to utilize as many subs as possible. Have a fairly large roster that allows them to do just that. Skagit also not a bad size as well, number-wise. Centralia now from the far end. Throwing again, played out. We're going to have a throwing right in front of the bench. The wind picking up yet again here at Wally Sigmar, much as it has all day. The whistle for the foul. The free kick is going to be pushed up by Skagit. They try to use the wind to try and get sort of a favorable approach. Numbers getting forward for the Cardinals. Ball sent in, bounced wide. And it comes out near the wing. Metz steps on it. Tries to pivot off the ball. And we'll play it back to Pioli. Ball bouncing, a player down for Skagit just on the outside of the box. So goes to Dakaris, the injured player here. Skagit being asked if they want to try and sub. First going to go to the sideline for Skagit. Substitution coming on to replace the shaken up Cardinal here in the 71st. And it's a drop ball that's going to be taken by Harley Bianchini. Centralia now trying to build. They possess it near side. Ushered in the box by Gonzalez Padilla. Goes towards the mouth of goal, and Skagit a nice stand trying to clear it. Can they move it up on a counter? They're trying to do just that ahead to Lumpkin. Lumpkin's going to race to it. Controls along the far wing. Lumpkin service played inside. Low ball from post. And Harley Bianchini secures. Ball pushed back down the line. Lumpkin in the area. Instead, it's going to roll to the back and be played back out. Ball kept in near the half line. Tried to get a 1-3 to work. Instead, the third defender is going to try and punch it out over the line. Centralia try and advance it back over the half line. Olafson wanted to try and control and get the give and go. Instead, it's out for a Skagit throw. Skagit would love to try and avoid the upset with an equalizer. Play on, says the official, and the Skagit player shaken up immediately. Grab your nose, no blood, it looks like. Everything seems to hurt more on a cooler and cold evening here with the wind and rain. Corner kick upcoming. It's going to be a Cardinal corner from that far side. So see if they have any luck on the set piece. Ball bounces loose and sent in, and we're equalized. Skagit off the corner makes it 1-1. Just as we were talking about how important every set piece is, we see a goal right there this time. They convert the set piece across, and we're tied. It's a whole new game here from Sigmar. As Skagit now has momentum. Can they try and level it to take the lead? As it's played quickly by Centralia. Lumpkin thrown inside the box, and Bianchini's there. After the first half saw no goals in the first 42 minutes, see one here at the 75th. I'd like to think that there might be a couple more goals out there. First half, though, they were chances on net were very hard to come by. It was a penalty kick that had the match's only goal up until then. Another player down, that's Metz. Centralia is trying to push it up and play it out. And they'll attend to the injured player. A couple players here injured in the second half. Looks like it's Metz shaken up there. Substitute oncoming for Centralia here. Looks like Skagit's going to try and change out for the injured player. So 1-for-1 for both teams respectively. As coming in is going to be Hazel Maxwell, who returns. So try and bring Metz off. Athletic Director Mitch Freeman on the pitch to help the player get to the sideline. And we're ready for play. Inside the 18. And nice dispossession by the Cardinals. Ball sent up into the wind and carries along almost into the baseball field directly behind us. Ball on the near wing. Both players go to ground. Advantage being played. Centralia trying to get numbers forward to make the best out of that, but it trickles over. Goal kick upcoming. Just about 18 to play here. We approach the 80th. Think we'll see our share of added time. Throwing for the Cardinals inside the attacking third. And any such threats going to end there on the giveaway. Skagit's going to step to it, played out wide. Try to head back into the 18. Good defending on display. And Skagit's going to win another throw in a good position. Service trickled out of the area. It's a foul against Skagit. It's going to be a free kick for Centralia upcoming. Ball sent up and controlled, and it's finally played back out. The wind again picking up here. Another gusting sequence rolling into the valley. Had a on and off atmospheric river, it feels like, for most of the month of October. November starting out a bit the same way. Yesterday, though, a rare reprieve from all the wind and rain that we're having. A nice fall day yesterday, in fact. Too bad the weather couldn't stay for longer. Hard challenge put on by Lumpkin, thrown back upfield. Skagit racing to it. Bianchini with the knock. Cardinals would love to try and play that second touch as they step to it. Lumpkin creating off the footwork. Still has the ball and will lay it back up to her teammate. There's Lagerstrom. And it's cleared back out. Ball back out to the top of the area. Challenge applied and sent out along the wing. Good step, though, by the Cardinals. Kai Montgomery tried to get the ball free and applies a tackle. It's all ball, says the official. And here comes Centralia the other direction. Trying to work 1 against 2. Play on, says the official. Back towards the net, and Relkov is going to secure. Relkov with another save here, other than the point-blank penalty opportunity. He's had a great match, and the card's going to come out. We're going to see a yellow here for the second time. Looks like it's going to be Riley Lumpkin in the official's book. So our match's second card now, each team with 1. As we are about 7 minutes to play, we do have probably a few minutes, rather, of official stoppage time. Seen our share of injury timeouts and cards this second half, as well as goals. Foul called, free kick upcoming. It's going to be rolled forward near the half line. Ball sent out wide. Here's Olofsson. Again gets the ball back just on the outside of the 18. Service played in. And Centralia unable to get a quality of enough chance to play it right back at frame, as Skagit will try and counter. They have inside leverage on the drive. And good closeout by the Centralia defenders. Edwards working against 3 defenders. And it's a foul against Edwards there. Free kick restart. Mason to take it. We'll flip it forward. And off the touch, it's going to be Centralia ball. Another substitution coming on for the Blazers. And more action up in front of their bench. Ball goes down the line. Edwards trying to play it. Works against tough pressure and will drill it right into the Skagit player after the whistle. Skagit now trying to swing it back down the near side. Maxwell stepping to it. Ball's out and a goal kick after that. Again, a substitution on for Centralia with 4 to play. Clock at about the 86th minute. Wind again starting to howl. Ball back in, throw up coming. And it's a Centralia throw. And a foul will go against Centralia. Referee having a discussion with the fans here that voiced their displeasure with the mitigation of the match. Edwards, the player that got the discussion, already sitting on a yellow. Kai Montgomery throws that towards the 18. And a foul is going to be called. Free kick upcoming. Ball back out over the line. And a foul against Centralia. And the card is coming out here. And it's going to be coincidental yellows, 1 to each player. So they continue to jaw after that. As it's Mason and McLennan in the book. 4 yellow cards so far in this postseason match between Skagit and Centralia, as we're in the 89th minute. Free kick sent into the box, and it's a corner upcoming. Skagit's first goal scored off a set piece. See if they can generate some magic from the corner area here. Lumpkin to take it. Ball moved off the line, floats forward towards goal. As the wind pushed it back off, I think she wanted to take it not as quickly as she had to. As the second attempt's thrown back out for a goal kick. Here inside 90 minutes in the match, the time kept on the officials' clock. See several minutes, you would imagine, of referees' time added here, thanks to 4 red cards, 2 of them coming, or 4 yellows rather, 2 of them coming here in the latter half of the second frame, and there's a foul there. And it's a foul against the Cardinals. Numbers getting for the keeper, hardly Bianchini out to take it. The waning moments of the match. Wind blows the ball off the mark. Good ball sent into the 18, defended well by Skagit. Skagit Valley's going to move to it. Sent back down, both players trying to jockey for position. Sent high, curled back in towards the net, and Relkov able to snag it. Quickly punted upfield. Sent back over in the attacking half as the ball is going to exchange possessions here. Centralia now on the move. Soja put it forward. Service again, Relkov, and she'll be content to watch that carry over. Bit of a motorcycle race ensuing here on College Way, one of the major routes here in Mount Vernon, where Skagit Valley College is located, a beautiful campus here out towards the Cascade foothills. To our left, ball sent inside, Maxwell. And it's Marshall. And the yellow card is out. And that's the end of regulation here. They attend to that injured player here at the end of regulation. Looks like we are headed for some extra time here to decide this one. And we're going to step away. We'll be right back with you here on the NORPAC Sports Network for the start of the extra time frame. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Wally Sigmar with the score at 1-all. We are headed for extra time here in the opening round of the postseason for both sides. Skagit getting a second half goal to equalize and make it a 1-all. And a foul is going to be called here. A Centralia player down on the pitch. Win again, wreaking some havoc. Have to almost bolt everything down here at Sigmar. Everyone kind of bunkered in. Ball sent back up. Both teams will stay on their second half sides of the pitch. So it's going to be Centralia continuing to attack right to left. Skagit will go left to right. It rolls out, throw up coming. Ball back down towards the net. Bianchini is going to wait to pick the ball up, and will do so there. Skagit coming in as the 10th ranked team in the country with the coaches full, and tested here by a scrappy Centralia side. It's played very well on the road. In the regular season, 2-2-3 was the record. Had a player down in the box, that was Lumpkin. And they'll go to Bianchini. Here's a chance shot put on, and Bianchini is going to stand tall and come up with a big save. It's the best look Skagit has had in a non-set piece situation. The first goal came off a corner. To see if they can dial up another chance. Ball out for a throw here in extra time. Ball back out towards the half line, and it's a foul against the Cardinals. Ball kept out, and sent back over the touchline. Substitutions for both sides coming up here in extra time. So a kind of late match theatrics we'll have. Throwing moved quickly, rushing on the ball. Play on, says the official. Flicked up, Skagit trying to create some space. Centralia now working it across the half line. And it's played out, throw upcoming. Ball coming in along the far touch line. Ball back up. Again, the wind starting to surge. Probably the most extreme gust we've had all afternoon here for a very windy Wally Sigmar field. Here's Skagit though trying to take advantage. Ball played on, just sent wide. Goal kick upcoming as the wind kind of pushed that ball off frame. So it's blowing up from the south, creating quite the crosswind here on the pitch. That time it definitely affected flight as it's out for a Skagit throw. Ball up, sent in. Played back around and cleared back up the line. Skagit throw. Cardinals are going to get it inside the 18. No one could quite get a boot to it. The push up from Lumpkin. And carries back over. Ball back up. Bouncing into the area. Skagit racing to it. Played back out, nice ball on the second touch. For the Cardinals, still loose, shot put on. Bounces around near mouth of goal before it's finally cleared. Throw in upcoming for the Cardinals. They've had several opportunities here in the extra time frame. Can they get another? That one looked pretty good. Skagit would also try and get it to go from the corner flag, which corner kick responsible for their equalizing goal here that sent us into extra time. Both teams trying to be the one that moves on to play Spokane in the next round. Back out, shot put on and wide. Seems like most of the action has been down here in Skagit's attacking end. Wind starting to pick up. It's gone in spurts with the gusts. We're going to go back down the wing. Service played in. They had Lumpkin sitting on the back post. Said she's going to get to a wide and kicks it back out to the wing. Lagerstrom. Back into Lumpkin and offsides. And they're going to switch sides here for the second half of the extra time. Both teams still sitting on a goal apiece. Keepers are going to switch ends of the pitch here. It's going to be Skagit ball on the restart. Here's both teams switch halves midway through this extra time period. Skagit had several opportunities to score. We'll see if they can get another here. Starting to look good, turned over, and foul is going to be called. It looks like advantage is going to be played. The yellow is out. And we'll see yet another card this match. Got to see who was on. Trainers being summoned onto the pitch. Injured player down for Skagit after the foul. Again, beginning to howl. So attending to this injured player. And they'll get a 1-for-1 sub on. And it looks like we're ready for play on the restart free kick. Mason on the ball, their set piece specialist, especially from distance. Floats this one in, had a chance and trickles out. Going to roll it forward to Lumpkin. Again, trying to gain the edge from pushed out. Try to go back inside. And it's cleared out along the wing to this near touchline. Thrown for the Cards and sent back over the line. Skagit looking to slice it up through Centro. Nearly turned it over. Centralia still trying to make that happen. Good movement on the ball by Maxwell, and she'll earn a foul. So a set piece upcoming. Mason kicks this one towards goal, carrying and just sent over. Another sub on for Centralia. That ball had a chance. The wind just pushed it right over the crossbar. That would have been quite the goal from distance. Ball's back out, sent in. Throwing for Centralia. They'll have it at the edge. Shot put on and just knocked back over the crossbar. Corner upcoming. Both teams trading shots. I feel like it's just a matter of time before a ball finds the other side of the goal line. Corner kick upcoming here for the Blazers. Every set piece becoming more and more important as it almost curled back in the net. A pile up on the goal line. And they're going to just like stop play here and tend to the pair of injured Cardinals. As Relkoff, the keeper, is one of them. Ball's going to carry back out. It looks like we're going to have a drop ball for the set piece. Relkoff will stay in the match. Relkoff, other than the goal off the PK, has had a stellar game. It's been quite the keeper duel here in inclement weather, as games still paused as they try and sort some stuff out. Players going to leave for Skagit as Mason goes back over to the line. And it's a drop ball restart. Chipped in towards the box, and Ruckoff's going to handle. Time being kept here. And played back out. We approach the 20th minute of extra time. Centralia racing to it. Both teams here trying to muster up some late extra time theatrics. Be quite the dramatic finish we're shaping up towards. Played out by Lumpkin. Throwing upcoming. Lumpkin gets in the way. Knocked back upfield. And sent out. Goal kick upcoming. The wind continuing to howl. Rokoff puts a foot in. Up down the wing. It's going to be taken by Centralia. And there's a foul committed by Skagit. They're going to roll it back on the set piece. Ball rolls forward, and they'll move it back. Sent in, mouth of goal. Relkoff is able to handle it. Extra time here stopped at 20, again kept on the referee's timepiece. Sliding challenge. Send wide. Skagit on the move. Turnover near this half line. Skagit trying to work with it. Back out to the near line. Just too far ahead for Lumpkin. Back out, shot put on, and Relkoff is going to hold it off the save. Ball played out. It's going to be Cardinal ball here in the closing minutes of the extra time frames. Foul's going to be called there. It was Edwards, the guilty party, already sitting on a yellow card. Mason. Ball kicked in and carried out wide. And that's the end of that extra time frame. as we're headed for more bonus soccer after this. And welcome back to Sigmar. At the end of 2 scoreless extra time periods, we are headed towards penalty kicks here to decide who will move on to play Spokane in the round of 8. Centralia is going to have first look at the PK spot. Mikalia on the ball, already had the PK goal so far and sends that one through, and she's across. Stepping up to the spot for Skagit now is Ava Dungan. This PK is taken down at the east end of the field. Both teams on their feet as well as coaches near the touchline. Dungan paces back, steps in and goes high, top shelf for the finish. Ball is now back in Centralia's court. Ball sent in, another top shelf finish. Skagit will crucially need to try and keep pace, and they'll do so with Mason. Paige Mason out of Port Angeles, their set piece extraordinaire, is on the dot here. And Mason sends it through. We're trading shots here in PKs after a 1-all regulation and extra time finish. PKs will decide who goes on to play Spokane in the round of 8. Ball sent forward, it's stone cold. It's Relkoff closing the door. Skagit, a huge opportunity upcoming. Harley Bianchini on her line. Stepping onto the spot to take it. For Skagit, this time it looks like it's Kai Montgomery. Wind beginning to howl. And it's denied. So both teams who had 2 makes and 2 misses. Skagit had a chance to ice it there. Relkoff, can she come up with another stop? Taking it for Centralia there. Sent through and Relkoff again. The kick save. Can Skagit Valley College convert here? They're going to try and do so with Tegan Sarusa Dakares, freshman out of Hawaii. it's sent through. It's a big moment now for Centralia as they try and keep their postseason alive. Rokoff with a pair of saves. Won't come up there for the denial, and they'll go top shelf. And it's 3-all. On it for Skagit, Avery Lagerstrom. Bella Harley Bianchini tries to stand in, and she skies it over. Can Centralia complete the momentum swing? Looks like it's going to be Soja now to take it. We're knotted at threes here in PKs. Puts a foot in and sends it posting in. Skagit needing to come up big here. Can Avery Marshall put it through to keep things going? Bella Bianchini on her line. Throws the hands up, trying to work any kind of distraction. Marshall. And she sends it to the back of the net. We continue here from Sigmar. Centralia now. The boot forward. Raukoff slams shut the door. We'll see Macy Holmes now with an attempt, a local Skagit Valley player out of Burlington Edison High School. Can the sophomore convert? And she does! That won't do it! Skagit Valley College withstands a true test at home to Centralia as they walk it off in PKs. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in to the NORPAC Sports Network. An exciting postseason fixture that we're able to bring you, and we're going to close things down. We'll see you next time. And great soccer, and have a great evening.